Each year is a new story. The 2023 Myrtle Beach Pelicans began their story on April 6th, welcoming in a sellout crowd to Pelicans Ballpark for opening night against the Charleston River Dogs.
Moments away from getting the 2023 season started here at Pelicans Ballpark.
The Pelicans took the field with 20 returning players and were highlighted by the 2022 Cubs first-round pick, Cade Horton. He introduced himself to Myrtle Beach with his home debut on April 19th against the Augusta Green Jackets, tossing 4 no-hit innings.
Got him! And there's another strikeout. That's 5 for Cade Horton. Got him! Mr. Horton, welcome to Myrtle Beach. A 7-strikeout performance in 4 innings.
Come May, he'd be joined by the second-round pick, a 19-year-old Jackson Ferris, who put on a show in his professional baseball debut against the Columbia Fireflies. While the team was loaded with talent, this story began with uncertainty. Through the first 36 games, the Pelicans started 17-19 and stood in 4th place in the Carolina League South Division standings.
And the force out is made to end the game. And the Pelicans have dropped 5 straight games.
It wasn't until May 20th, in a doubleheader sweep against the Green Jackets, that saw the Pelicans start their run.
To first, and that's it. How about it? A one-hitter. Pelicans win it 3-1. 2-strike pitch. And down he goes. It's a doubleheader Saturday sweep for Myrtle Beach, and they win Game 2, 6-3.
The turnaround was anchored by an experienced pitching staff with 3 college arms of Grant Kipp, Nick Hull, and Brody McCullough locking things down on the mound. With a stretch of 22 wins in 28 games, the Pelicans worked their way to the top of the division and clinched a first-half title and a spot in the playoffs with a win over the Fredericksburg Nationals in front of a hometown crowd on June 18th.
And the playoffs are coming back to the beach.
Following their celebration, 2 impact players received the call to move on. Catcher Moises Ballesteros finished his 2023 Myrtle Beach stay with a .274 batting average and 8 home runs and finished the year as the Cubs' number 7 prospect. Felix Stevens also moved to High A South Bend after leading the team with 13 dingers and posting a .289 batting average.
That ball is absolutely crushed into orbit. Stevens, solo home run.
As players moved on, fresh faces came in and new names were put on the map. 18-year-old shortstop Jefferson Rojas made sure you didn't skip over his name when traveling through the top prospects in the organization.
Long throw to first base, are you kidding me?
Rojas soared through the ranks and ended the year as the Cubs' number 11 prospect. Success was sustained in the second half, with the Pelicans keeping pace with the team down in Charleston all the way through.
Victory for Charleston. They have now won 6 in a row.
The 2-2. Got him. That does it. Pelicans win 13-2. A double-digit run performance. Angel Hernandez shuts the door out of the bullpen. He gets the final 2 outs.
The arms continue to impress, and on July 23rd, lefty Marino Santi powered through a rain-soaked night for a 5-inning no-hitter.
And he got him. Santi got him swinging, and it's a career night for Marino Santi. He goes 5 innings for the first time ever and strikes out a new career high. 8 batters in 5 no-hit shutout innings.
3 draft picks arrived in Myrtle Beach to begin August and gave the lineup a huge boost. 8th rounder Brett Bateman took over the leadoff spot. 9th round pick Jonathan Long provided the power from the middle of the order. And then 18th rounder Brian Calmer caught fire right from the start. The Gonzaga product would go on to win Carolina League Player of the Month for August in his first month of professional baseball. The new look lineup created many dramatic comebacks down the stretch, but none more shocking than coming back from 3 straight 9th-inning deficits to beat the Kannapolis Cannonballers with walk-offs on back-to-back-to-back nights. With the regular season winding down, the River Dogs clinched the second-half title to meet the Pelicans in the first round of the playoffs for the 2nd year in a row. But the Birds weren't done yet, putting an exclamation point on their regular season on the very last day.
3-2. Ramirez, fly ball out to left center field. It is out in the gap. Rojas is going to come around and score. The Pelicans win the final regular season game. Let's go to the playoffs, baby.
The playoffs were set. After finishing last in the division in the first half, the River Dogs stormed back and just a few months later hosted the Pelicans for Game 1 of the South Division Championship. It was a tight game all the way through, and the Birds battled, but ultimately fell short. It was a 2-1 loss in front of the Charleston faithful as the series came back to Myrtle Beach. With their backs against the wall, the Pelicans pitching staff put together an all-time performance.
On spikes, and that one curves in. Looked at, strike pitch. Got him swinging. 7 strikeouts, Kevin Valdez.
That gave way for the Bats to do what they did best. The Pelicans stepped up and won their first playoff game since 2016 and forced a deciding Game 3. It would be a quick start as the Birds scored the first 2 runs of the game to go up early. But as the game went on, it would prove to be Charleston's night, with the 2023 season coming to an end in an 18-4 loss at Pelicans Ballpark. The Pelicans' 13th playoff appearance was cut short in the first round for the second straight year, but once again, it was another remarkable season in Myrtle Beach. The Birds launched 104 home runs, the most in the Carolina League. 8 of those were grand slams, setting a new single-season franchise record. The Pelicans also topped the Carolina League with a 75-55 overall record, leading the league in winning percentage for the first time since 2015. The book is now closed on this year, the story a resounding success. Now the 25th season of Pelicans baseball is on the horizon and promises to hold unforgettable memories and incredible moments in a few short months.